Hi there, I'm Natasha and this is Almost Vegan. Today I'm going to be making you my favorite 3 smoothie recipes and 1 smoothie bowl. So let's get started. I'm a huge fan of smoothies. I have a smoothie every single morning. I love them. I love the taste of them, and I also love the nutritional benefits because where else can you eat kale or spinach for breakfast and it be delicious? So I've tried probably over 100 different smoothie recipes, and it was hard to pick, but I have 3 favorites. And I tried to veer from my favorite cookbook, Go She Glows, but I couldn't because there's a lot of seriously good smoothies in both of these cookbooks. So the first one I'm gonna make for you is called the Classic Green Monster Smoothie. If you haven't experimented with green smoothies, they're absolutely delicious. They're so good. You can't really taste the green stuff, and there's nothing healthier you can put in your body in the morning. So before I begin, I just want to tell you a couple smoothie tricks that I do that really helps with the preparation, because the big thing about smoothies is if you have everything prepared, they're super fast and easy to throw together. So I like to buy a lot of my fruit fresh and then freeze it, because sometimes I find that's more economical. Or if you have like a couple pints of strawberries and you notice they're going ripe, right away I'll cut them up and I'll put them in my freezer bag. So I have freezer bags like this right here. So these are reusable freezer bags, which is good because you can wash them and reuse them as many times as you want. They're good for the planet because it's not throwaway plastic. So for example, we had a huge pineapple, we couldn't eat all of it, so I threw some in a freezer bag. And I always buy tons of bananas and just when they start getting ripe, throw them in here, because smoothies often call for bananas. It's what makes it creamy. Okay, so the classic green smoothie. So this is what you need. You need 1 cup of almond milk, cashew milk, any non-dairy milk. For those people with peanut allergies, they can use oat milk, rice milk, soy milk. Okay. Then you need a cup of kale or spinach. This is really easy to buy if you don't have fresh kale on hand. So about a cup. So this is actually kale that I picked out of my garden and just froze. So about a cup of that. Then you need 1 banana. If you want a creamy smoothie, the things that make smoothies creamy are bananas, avocados, hemp hearts. Those are your sort of creamy ingredients if you're looking for a creamy smoothie. Okay, I gotta wipe my hands. Then you want 1 tablespoon of almond butter or peanut butter. That gives it a really nice nutty flavor. I like to add a little bit extra because I love almond and peanut butter. Now this is where you can pack in a lot of your antioxidants. So I do a big heaping tablespoon of chia seeds. Maybe we'll fill them right over top of here so we can see it. Then I do a heaping tablespoon of flax. It says one or the other, but I put in both because why not? And then it doesn't call for this in the recipe, but I like to throw it in as my hemp hearts because this is almost a perfect protein source. And then you want to flavor it up with some cinnamon, which is a great anti-inflammatory. I like lots of cinnamon. And then I don't think it calls for it in the recipe, but I just put in a little bit of vanilla. Okay, and we'll bring it over to our blender and blend it up. All right, so this is blended up pretty creamy. If it's too thick for you, just add more almond milk. And if it's not thick enough, oh, I forgot to add the ice. If you want it to be nice and cold and icy, add the ice. I'm gonna add the ice right now because I like it cold and icy. So it says 3 ice cubes, so I will just add that in, re-blend it, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I've added the ice, I've blended it. Now I'm going to pour this delicious smoothie into my glass and enjoy it. And then on to the next smoothie. Okay, on to our next smoothie. So this one is called the Flu Fighter Sunshine Smoothie from Oh She Glows Again. But I really, really like this one. I like this one for summertime because it's really refreshing. It's not overly sweet and it has lots of antioxidants. And like I said, it's called the Flu Fighter because it has so much vitamin C and it's really good for you. So you are going to dump in 2 oranges. If you have a really powerful blender, you could even leave the seeds and all that stuff in. So 2 oranges, and they're really, really sweet right now and in season. And then you need about 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. So I'm just gonna squeeze in this half a lemon. The reason the lemon goes in a lot of smoothies is it brightens a lot of the flavor. So that's why you see a lot of lemon in recipes, because it acts as a flavor enhancer. Then you are going to grate in some fresh ginger, which is really, really good for an anti-inflammatory. It's one of the most healthy spices that, oh, my whole ginger fell in. Actually, you can leave this whole ginger if you have a powerful blender. So it's one of the most healthy spices that you can ingest. In fact, I was watching some videos on plant-based eating a while ago, and they said that our spice cupboard is almost like a medicine cabinet because of all the vitamins and minerals that it can provide for our bodies. So I love ginger, so I'm gonna grate in lots of it. Now, 2 other spices that are really good for you. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I put in turmeric. I put in turmeric in almost any sort of orange or citrus. Wherever there's gingerit, I pair it with turmeric, because turmeric is probably the healthiest spice that you can ingest. Again, anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, it's really good for your body. Now this sounds weird, but I put in a pinch of cayenne pepper, and that's in the recipe because it really gives it a kick, this one. So I like the cayenne pepper in here. You may or may not want to add it. And then you're going to add some 1 to 3 teaspoons of pure maple syrup. So about 1, 2 I add. And I'm not gonna forget the ice this time. So that's about it for this smoothie, and it is so delicious. So now I'm gonna go blend it. All right, so it's all blended up. So we're gonna pour it in our glass. And it's almost like an orange juice consistency. If you want it more icy, add some more ice cubes. So there we go, on to our next. Okay, our next recipe actually comes from a different cookbook. This is the Minimalist Baker Everyday Cooking, and I really love this one too. This is a plant-based cookbook, and I've made many, many recipes from here. The smoothie we're making is beet and green apple smoothie, but we don't have green apple, we're just using a Macintosh apple, but that's okay. I love this one because number 1, it tastes delicious, and number 2, beet is one of the most nutritionally dense vegetables that you can possibly eat. It is loaded with minerals and vitamins. It also, they say it improves athletic performance, so this would be a good one to drink 2 or 3 hours before you exercise or run or whatever. And also beets are really great for inflammation. So you want 1 apple, okay? So I just cut it up. You don't even have to worry too much about the core. You need 1 small red beet. So what I do with my beets is I buy a bunch, and then I will steam them, cut them up, and then freeze them so I have them for smoothies, because I really like beet in my smoothies. Now, beets have a very distinctive taste. They have an earthy taste. If you don't love it, put less beets in, but the berries in this smoothie really cover up that beet taste. Then you need 1 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. They say you can put coconut flavored or soy if you're lactose intolerant, but I just put plain Greek yogurt. I like the 2%. Make sure your yogurt doesn't have any of that aspartame or sucralose. There's so many studies and evidence that show it's really, really not good for your body. So I like the 2% because I like a little bit of fat in it, and then I'll add some vanilla to give it a little bit of flavor. And then you need 1/2 cup of berries. I really like the taste of strawberries with beets. So I'll put half a cup of strawberries. You can do mixed berries, you can do raspberries, blackberries, whatever you like, but I'm gonna do strawberries. And there's that vanilla to kind of give my yogurt a little bit of flavoring. You need about a teaspoon of that. Then you need half of a lime juice. So remember, the citrus brings out the other flavors because it's a flavor enhancer. So again, that's why there's a lot of citrus in recipes. And then you need a 1/4 cup of your non-dairy milk. So we'll put in some, this is almond macadamia nut milk, and then we'll blend that up. The other thing I love about this one is it's such a pretty color. If you want, you can always add hemp hearts, chia seeds, flax in any of your smoothies to boost the nutritional content. I often just throw in whatever I have. So that is pretty, I love it. Okay, so this is a smoothie bowl. Some people really like to eat their smoothies with a spoon and put toppings on them. That's another delicious way to enjoy them. So this one is called the Pink Heart Smoothie Bowl, and it comes from the Oshi Glows app. My daughter really, really loves this one. So you are gonna take 7 ounces of coconut milk, or you can take your non-dairy almond milk or soy milk, whatever you like. Whenever you're making a smoothie bowl, there's less liquid than there is in a smoothie. That's how you make it thick. Okay, so that was 7 ounces, so less than a cup. Then you do 3/4 cup frozen strawberries, and you can use fresh, but the frozen gives it that nice icy consistency. 3/4 cup of raspberries, okay. Half an avocado. So again, avocado gives you a lot of nutritional value, also makes it really, really creamy. I just cut up my avocados into pieces and freeze them because I always buy a bag and then they go ripe, so then I freeze them. It's a really easy way. Now, the recipe doesn't call for this, but I put in about a teaspoon or so of hemp hearts because it's, again, really great protein. I put in about a tablespoon of chia seeds, another great source of plant-based protein. Put in some vanilla, so about a teaspoon of vanilla. And then about a teaspoon and a half or 2 teaspoons of pure maple syrup. And then you blend it up, and then you can top it with some fun toppings. Okay, so now we have our smoothie bowl. Now we can decorate it with some fun ingredients. So I like to put coconut on mine. It depends what you like. And then some nuts, walnuts or pecans. I'll put some pecans on today. And then I do like to put some pumpkin seeds because those have some really good health benefits. And then some berries. So I'll put some frozen blueberries, a couple frozen blackberries here, and maybe a strawberry, and maybe a little bit more coconut on top. There we go. I hope you enjoyed those smoothie recipes and you find one of these are your favorites too. Enjoy!